Stocking a new aquarium with new fish can be a challenging task if you aren't exactly sure what you're looking for or what type of fish will work best in your tank. Today, we are adding brand new fish to this planted tank I built a couple weeks ago and going through the steps of properly preparing a new tank for aquarium fish. No matter what type of aquarium it is, if it houses fish, beneficial bacteria are crucial in keeping those fish healthy. These bacteria work hard in the tank and eat up harmful waste compounds like ammonia and turn it to nitrates, the least toxic nitrogen compound. This is the nitrogen cycle. We want these bacteria to be ready to start converting waste as soon as we add fish. Otherwise, ammonia could reach dangerous amounts and harm the fish's health. The best way to know for sure if an aquarium has completed the cycling process is by testing the water and getting a visual read on the chemical levels. I'm using Aquariumcoop multi- and ammonia test strips to make testing quick and simple so I can test frequently and keep an eye on the water parameters. The water in this planted tank has been tested almost every day since the tank has been set up. The bioactive substrate contains live beneficial bacteria, and I used Fritzzyme 7, which also is a live beneficial bacteria additive. Combined with adding aquarium plants, this tank was able to complete the nitrogen cycle quickly. For a couple days, the ammonia was relatively high, reaching 1 part per million according to the test strip. Then, soon after, the test read ammonia as well as nitrite, which is also a harmful compound, but means the bacteria are at work. After waiting a while longer, the test now consistently reads about 30 parts per million nitrates each time, but 0 ammonia or nitrites. This indicates the cycle is likely completed and the beneficial bacteria colony is growing. The entire process took about 1 week, but I continued to test the water for another week to be sure the levels stayed consistent. Visually, the aquarium looks more alive as well, not as brand new and sterile. A thin layer of algae covers the sand, and small snails are growing and multiplying everywhere. This shows the tank is alive and becoming habitable for animals and plants to thrive. As a next step, I added a heater to the tank to keep the temperature consistent and warm. The Aquariumcoop heater is nice because the temperature can be easily adjusted using the inline controller. Now that the difficult part is out of the way, it's time to start thinking about the types of fish that might make sense to keep in this aquarium. There are tons of different stocking options for a 10-gallon planted tank. For inspiration, I took a look through some cookie cutter setups for a tank this size. After a little research, it's finally time to head to the store to pick out some fish. Aquariumcoop has a lot to choose from. Small fish that would work well in a community are what we are looking for today. To make this planted tank really pop, we'll be looking for active fish to occupy both the top to middle level as well as the bottom of the aquarium. For the mid-water level, we'll go with green neon tetras. 6 to 8 will be perfect for this planted tank. They will add lots of movement and color as they shoal together and swim around the plants. As for bottom dwellers, we can add some Corydoras habrosas or salt and pepper Corydoras in a group of 6. They will swim along the fine substrate and around the rocks, adding movement to the bottom and making the perfect tank mate to the peaceful green neon tetras. Before heading out, I picked up some foods for the fish as well. For example, these freeze-dried brine shrimp cubes are nutritious and easy to feed. For a tank this small, I just break the cubes up and sprinkle it in. Now that the fish are bagged and ready to go, we'll get checked out and head home. The first step to getting these fish acclimated to their new home will be letting the bag sit in the aquarium until the water temperature in the bag matches the temperature in the tank. There are many benefits to buying fish locally, In this case, the acclimation process will be a bit easier because the water parameters at Aquarium Co-op closely match the parameters in this tank. The store is just down the road, and our water comes from the same source. Adding the fish can be done in a number of ways depending on where they came from. For this setup, I added the fish directly to the aquarium after mixing in some tank water to the bag. The fish can then start getting used to their new surroundings right away. The green neon tetras were looking pretty stressed in the bag and lost some color, but within a few minutes of being in the aquarium, they started getting their bright blues back. The Corydoras are exploring around every surface and sticking together in their small group. Overall, no one seems to be overly stressed, though the aquarium will have to be closely monitored the next couple days to make sure ammonia levels and other parameters stay in check. For now, we'll turn off the lights, let the fish settle in, and check up on them tomorrow. Over the next few days, the fish start to look more comfortable and colorful. They are hungry and eating as well. The freeze-dried brine shrimp cubes are popular, as well as this sinking food for bottom dwellers from Extreme. The salt and pepper Corydoras seem to love this one. Long-term, a variety of food will keep these fish strong and healthy. And for the plants, we'll want to feed them as well to make sure they remain lush and keep removing waste from the water. An all-in-one fertilizer like Easy Green is perfect because it has all the nutrients the plants need, and it's super easy to dose with the pump head. Fertilizer will help keep the plants vibrant, especially the red flame sword in the back with its bronze and red colors. Lack of nutrients is a common reason why aquarium plants suffer or don't grow properly. Overall, this planted tank is finally looking complete with all the new fish. The green neon tetras are so enjoyable to watch, and their iridescent color changes from green to deep blue depending on the angle and lighting. The salt and pepper Corydoras are a perfect, peaceful complement, keeping the bottom portion of the tank active and lively too.
We hope you enjoyed this video. To watch another one just like it, click here.